Hey guys, this is Will from Going Awesome Places, and I'm standing in front of the beautiful Elephant Plains Game Lodge in the Sabi Sand Game Reserve here in South Africa, right by Kruger National Park. And we've just been spending the past 4 days here at the lodge, and it's been amazing. So what I want to do is really show you an inside look into what it's like to stay at this property, including the grounds, our suite, and all the amazing activities that you can do here, including the game drives and bushwalks. Before I begin, make sure you subscribe because there's a lot more South Africa content coming your way. Let's go on in. So when you first pull in, your car is going to be parked right here and you'll walk right into the beautiful lobby, and the staff of Elephant Plains is going to make sure to take care of you. So behind me you'll find the reception desk, and this is actually the first place you'll come into to get yourself situated and check in. The friendly staff at Elephant Plains is going to tell you everything you need to know about the property, including the game lodge schedule and the current temperature. Further down the foyer and upstairs, you have the lovely reading room, which is a great place to relax and read books. And then you have the gift shop here, which has souvenirs, clothes, and books. So this is the lounge and bar area where you can grab a drink or just kick back and relax. This is probably also where the Wi-Fi is the strongest. 100 megs is included per person, but if you want more, 500 megs is 50 Rand. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner are served in the dining room. Come check it out. The meals at Elephant Plains are definitely one of the highlights of your stay. You come back from your morning game drive and you're presented with a wide assortment of foods for breakfast at the buffet table. And I'd highly recommend ordering a la carte as well. There are made-to-order foods, and something that we really love was Dawi's French toast. There's coffee and juice as well. And if you want to sit outside, that's probably the best way to do it, because just grab a table, it's first come, first serve, order the food that you want, grab some food at the breakfast table, and just enjoy the views of the watering hole, as you never really know what you're going to see out there. Then comes lunch, and it's more of the same, really excellent assortment of foods. There's something for everyone. The menu changes every single day, and we always came out of it with really packed plates because we wanted to try everything. Wrap things up with a glass of Savannah Dry and dessert. And at the ring of a gong, it's dinner time. And one of the coolest things is that once a week, there's actually dinner outdoors under the stars. Oh, and the pampering doesn't stop there, as during the morning and afternoon game drives, there'll be a chance to stop to have some coffee, tea, some beverages, and snacks. And then everything opens out into the deck that you see behind me here. Overlooking the savannah, you got the watering hole back there as well, which is great for viewing animals from the deck. You have the pool here, one of two pools, deck chairs here to catch some sun, and if you want, you can also eat out here as well. After you finish lunch, you'll have some free time, and so you can either take a nap or explore the rest of the property. So why don't I show you the far right side of Elephant Plains and some of the amenities that it has to offer. All right, so behind me we have the second pool, which offers incredible views, again, out into the savannah and the watering hole. We just saw a few animals when we were looking earlier. Out here on this side of the property, we also have the rec room behind, which has pool table, foosball table, ping pong table, darts. To round things out, you also have the community center and the gym. All right, so Elephant Plains actually has three types of accommodations. One is a rendezvous, which is a more budget type accommodation. We have 5 luxury suites. And then finally, we have the honeymoon suite, which is called Manyeleti, the river that is flowing behind us or in front of us at Elephant Plains. So why don't I take you inside, because I'm really excited to show you what our honeymoon suite looks like. Come on inside. Welcome. This is our honeymoon suite. It is amazing. It's large. I love it. What you're seeing right here is the living room space. You got your couches, your table, all that good stuff, a lot of good space. There's a fridge here as well, so that's kind of nice. Fireplace, don't think you really need it because it's probably going to be hot here for most of the year. And then everything opens up into the bedroom, right? You got your table on one side, the bed, the master bed here, which has the mosquito net to keep you safe at night. You got You got everything from your cabinet to your chest, lots of space to put your luggage, as we kind of taken over the space. But the bed is super lush, super comfortable and soft. And then over here you have the bathroom. And then you have the toilet, the massive tub here, and then the glass shower, which is really nice. We've been using it for most of our time here, and not an optical illusion, out there is actually another shower. And so that leads us into what the deck looks like here in our suite. And this is probably the defining feature of the honeymoon suite, our ginormous deck. Check it out. So our deck here comes with its own private infinity pool. As I mentioned, over there we have our own shower. This whole deck has that entire view that you saw earlier of the savannah, the watering hole, all that stuff. And if you want to just rest and relax, grab a seat on the mattress or one of these deck chairs, get some sun, take a look at this view and just soak it all in. So no doubt the best part about Elephant Plains are going to be the close encounters that you're going to have with the animals. So over the past 4 days, we've been able to see a ton of animals. Everything from lions, giraffes, elephants, hippos, rhinos, hyenas, all of them. And so it's been a really awesome experience. All I gotta say is that make sure you have your binoculars and camera because you never know what you're gonna get. Another activity I haven't talked about yet is the bushwalk, where you get an opportunity to go out into the open savanna outside of a vehicle with your field guides to learn more about the landscape, the plant life, and as well, some of the smaller creatures. Now, enough from me, why don't I introduce my guide, Mornay, who will tell you a bit more about Elephant Plains.
My name is Mornay Verscheer. I'm a field guide at Elephant Plains Game Lodge in the Sabi Sands. Yeah, the lodge is now 19 years old. We've got 12 rooms. We're a small little family, small lodge in the area. There is bigger lodges, there's also smaller lodges, but we're nice, close-knit family, private. We're in the Sabi Sand Game Reserve as well. So we're next to the Kruger National Park. Sabi Sands dropped their fences next to the Kruger Park in the 1970s. So we're not part of the Kruger, we're still private, but there's no fence between us and the Kruger. Well, I would say that the advantage is you're going out with a qualified guide. Also, in an area like this, you can get closer to the animals. So I normally say Kruger is quantity. So you might see a lot of animals, but you stay on the road, you can't go off the road. And then if you get to a private game reserve like this, I would say it is personal. So you will actually, like I mentioned before, you go out with a proper professional guide, and now you go off the road, getting close to the animals. So Kruger, quantity, here, quality. So the quality of sightings is actually, I would say, it's much better than in the Kruger. Sometimes you get lucky in the Kruger, but here, you're always lucky. I would say, as a rule, let's take leopards. Leopards, as a rule, is a very elusive animal. It's very, very shy. But within the Sabi Sands, northern Sabi Sands, Elephant Plains area, we've got one of the highest density of leopards. So leopard sightings here is phenomenal. So you will, when you come here, I won't say guarantee, but I can almost guarantee that you will see a leopard throughout your stay, one or two. I would say, yeah, you will see the big five. You definitely elephants abundance we have all over the show. Yeah, so they're around, yes. When you start looking at lodges and pricing of lodges, I would say we most probably one of the most luxurious lodges, but we're also the most affordable lodges. So that gives us a little bit of an advantage. If you have to choose, I would definitely say elephants. Elephants are one of the most exciting animals to watch, the most interesting animals to watch. They're always doing something different. You can learn so much from just their behavior. So that's why I would say elephants is definitely my number one animal. This is elephant plains. So this went to the one daughter, that went to the other daughter, and that went to the son. But years later, then the son sold it to another person. So basically, it's not part of the same family, basically. And then our traversing basically is this whole block here. For the last few days, we've only once crossed. So literally we just worked this area. So everything is here in this whole section here. So, but we traverse this part, that part, that part, that one, and that one. Okay, that's the part that we do traverse. Now, we hardly go ever to this property here because it's just too far. If there's wild dogs or cheetah, I mean, then we go. But otherwise, it just takes you forever to get there.
All right, so that's the entire walkthrough I wanted to take you through of Elephant Plains in Sabi Sand Game Reserve. This was by far one of the best experiences that we had in South Africa. So I hope I answered all the questions that you had of this game lodge, but if I didn't, make sure you drop a comment down below. Make sure you subscribe and hit that notification button because there is a lot more South Africa content to come.